NERDSoul.
We'll end this off with Markeith Collins' question: what are my top 3 crossovers in comics, I guess, in general? Comics ever. So there is and I guess you could call this a crossover. If not, I will consider it my crossover. Age of Apocalypse, that's top for me. That's top. That's probably the number one for me. And I know you might be like, it's not a crossover, it's an event. It crossed over books. So, that is just, Age of Apocalypse, I still enjoy it thoroughly. I love that book. I love that crossover. It just is amazing. Number 2, I'll go with you, Markeith Collins, with Blackest Night. Now, with Blackest Night, though, I will expand it because Blackest Night has like a longer, there's like a prologue and an epilogue and the post-production or whatever. Like Blackest Night, there's like, what is it? It's like red. You got the Red Lanterns doing something crazy. Then you actually have Blackest Night. Then you have like the White Knights come in. It's like a super long story if you read it all. But that's crazy because you got the Justice League. They turn to like zombies and stuff with the black rings, and then they got to fight them with the power of the faith, and then the people with the green rings got to come in. It's intergalactic. It's crazy, and it's been a while since I read it, so I can't remember everything. But Blackest Night is, if you're a fan of just DC lore, it goes deep and it's dope, man. Blackest Night is legendary status, yo. I do have an issue with the black rings and the white rings, but that aside, Blackest Night is well written, well put together, with the red rings, the yellow rings, the green rings, and how everybody, it's literally like a DC free-for-all. It's crazy and it's well done. I like it. I like it a lot. And then lastly, let's see, hold up. We got Gotham Guy says X-Men Inferno. And then Nicholas Kelly, I'll get to that in a second. My last crossover, I'd like to say, is a fun one on my end, which is it's an old book. It's X-Men and Teen Titans. That was just a fun read. I know it was kind of quick, but X-Men and Teen Titans, it was in the 80s, I think. But yeah, those are my 3. I think those are my 3 that I could read those crossovers kind of again and again. Maybe not back to back to back all the time, but they're always great to come back to every year or so and just read through it because it's just a sprawling epic. And if you know those characters, you enjoy it and it's fun. So much shorter than others. Age of Apocalypse is super long. Blackest Night, if you take the expanded all of the books thing, it's super long. And then of course, X-Men and Teen Titans is just a fun book that's kind of short, but it's cool. So yeah, those are my crossovers. Let me see if there's any other that I would put on my kind of honorable mentions list. You know what? There's a comic book with Jason versus Freddy versus Ash, or Ash versus Jason versus Freddy. That's cool to read. Then you have IDW did a crossover with Ghostbusters, Ninja Turtles, and Transformers or something like that. That was fun. So that was a fun read too. So I really like that. The IDW Ghostbusters were super flavor. Big shout out to Dan Schoening and Eric Burnham. That was a super dope read. So yeah, that would probably be on my list too, because it was just wacky and weird. You had like these zombies coming through. It was just strange to see that crossover with like Ghostbusters and Transformers. It was like, huh? And so yeah, that's another one that's fun. So those are my 3 crossovers, and thank you for working my mentals out because those are some good things. So back to Black Lightning before we bounce. We got Nicholas Kelly in the chat says, so Sergeant Gale, Shining Armor, or as I like to call him, Ginger Captain America, was about to be put into place by Brandon and later became Captain Saber Chick. I'll just leave it like that. Tremaine says Crisis on Infinite Earths is where it's at. You know what? I tried to read Crisis twice. It was boring to me. I'm sorry. I know that is a classic book, and I know people love it, and I know people swear by it. I tried to read it. I bought it. I got home. I sat down. I opened it up, and I don't think I got to like the 10th page, man. I'm sorry. Crisis on Infinite Earths just did not do it for me. Big shout out to Gotham Guy said yes, it was a one shot worth with Phoenix and Apocalypse. Saying for me it would have to be Nicholas Kelly saying for me it would have to be Heroes for Hire for Marvel, Blackest Night for DC, and then Avengers versus X-Men. Here's my problem with Avengers versus X-Men. Did you feel that the outcome was kind of pointless, or was that just me? Did it feel like, we didn't really go anywhere? Like, we had cool fights, but we did get the Phoenix Force though. And we got Cyclops in that baller outfit. So maybe we got something. Because we saw the Phoenix Force start to turn on each other to get more and more power. So maybe we did get something out of that. But I just feel like we didn't get what I thought we would get out of that. Big shout out to Tremaine Terrace. I guess I'm the only one that realizes the greatness of Crisis on Infinite Earths comics. No, man, I know it's great. There's many people that agree with you. I tried, man. I really tried. I tried. In the midnight hour, yeah. You heard my tries.